So we had a connecting flight, and the first one was from Delhi to Sharjah, and the second one was from Sharjah to Moscow. So this is the Sharjah airport. As you can see that we were really tired and was exhausted from all the stress on the airport and almost no sleep from last 48 hours, but still we were enjoying every bit of our journey.
Here we go, we finally exit from check-in counter.
After exiting from check-in counter, we decided to take a airport express metro because I think that was the quickest option to reach to the center of the city. And then also it was very interesting for me to travel through the train because I get to see the good nature. I mean, I get to see the beautiful nature and the architecture which was around. So it was quite interesting for me. And trust me, when you're traveling to abroad, your eyes notice every single detail. For example, for me personally, the lights which were on escalator was quite interesting, and the dome-like structure which is on the roof, it was really beautiful. Like I could watch it like for few minutes continuously. And the metro station itself was telling some kind of story, like how you see in all Hollywood movies, and you get to connect to all the thoughts or all the memories which you have seen in the movies. So it was really interesting for me to go in, like old kind of metro station which is somehow giving you some vibes, some energy, some thoughts. After exiting from metro station, we decided to go to the hostel first and keep all the stuff there and take shower, and then to go for a short walk on the street.
I feel it was some movie.
And it was so unusual for me to see the buildings in white color because in India we really have very vibrant colors, and so it was very new for my eyes and I was enjoying it. And this is the hostel where we stayed for a couple of nights. It's called Intercube. We were really grateful for our experience at their place because the service is super good. The floor was clean, the washrooms were dry, they were smelling good, the sheets and the blankets were clean, and altogether the vibe was pretty chill. So we are grateful for our experience. So after a quick shower, we decided to take a stroll in the city, and this is what we experienced. It was really nice walking on the streets because the streets were clean, the roads were big, there was almost no traffic, so you have enough space to walk there. And then we with Kristina also like to walk a lot, so we were just walking everywhere continuously for whole evening. We were staying in the historical center, so it was very comfortable for us to visit all the famous places. Later on in the same evening, we decided to go to supermarket and buy some food items for our morning breakfast. And again, we were really happy to see so many options available to choose from.
Hello friends, so this is our second day in Moscow, and so it started like because we were so much tired, so we woke up late. Here is Kristina.
Мы выспались.
And here is a little sneak peek on Kristina's Russian folk performance.
So it's one more very interesting thing about Moscow is if they are doing some kind of construction to not uh, to not spoil the beauty of the city, they cover it with some kind of fake walls which anyways look more beautiful than constructed wall or broken walls. So give me a second, I will show you that. This green one, it's not the real wall, it's just some kind of must be plastic cover which don't spoil the beauty of this place.
It's a nice sunny day, and this is St. Basil's Cathedral in Red Square. Red Square is basically one of the most oldest and main squares in Moscow. The square was meant to serve as Moscow's main marketplace.
Enjoyable weather temperature.
A little brief about Red Square, that it was also the site of various public ceremonies and proclamations. Also, it has been used for official ceremonies by all Russian governments since it was established.
Marshall.
After walking for so long, we decided to go for food, and we went to mall called GUM. GUM is basically the main department store in many cities of the former Soviet Union, known as the State Department Store. And to be honest, it's a huge mall with many different shops, and it's made in old retro style and somehow keeping his retro vibe also. So it's really nice to be there. And here we are. We ordered for a dish called kartoshka. It's basically a baked, big potato with opens up into halves and then put some spread cheese on it, some veggies, some mushrooms, and if you're non-vegetarian, then you can put some crab, some fish. It was very tasty. It was very delicious. So this is how Moscow Red Square looks at night, and this is Saint Basil's Cathedral, which looks similar to some kind of animated Aladdin architecture. There was some street close to Red Square where we decided to walk, and that also had a very interesting lightings, and there were some musicians also playing on the street.
So beautiful place.
On the way back to home, we heard some ringing bells, or you can say Kremlin chimes, which is a historic clock on the Spasskaya Tower of Moscow Kremlin. And it was such a nice feeling listening to these Kremlin chimes that we decided to stay there for some time.
Some melody playing.
And now we decided to go to home because we were walking whole day, so our legs are paining. We are really tired, but that's the fun part also. We were really enjoying walking, so we did not even notice that it's been almost 5-6 hours that we are continuously walking. So now we are going to hostel. Here we are preparing ourselves for sleep, and Kristina is busy in her night procedures.
This is our third day, and we're going to Tretyakovskaya Gallery Museum.
On our way to museum, we saw an artist playing guitar close to metro station, and to be honest, it was so fresh feelings, so soothing feelings for our ears to listen to his music. This is Tetakov Art Gallery in Moscow, and it's really a huge gallery, huge museum. It took us almost half day to finish full museum, and the art here is very special, very inspiring. To tell you a little bit about the history of this museum, so basically it started in 1856 when the Moscow merchant Pavel Mikhailovich Tetakov acquired some of the work of Russian artists of his time with the aim of creating a collection which might later grow into a museum of national art. So after collecting it for 50 years, Tetakov presented his already famous collection of approximately 2000 work, which includes 1400 paintings and almost 530 drawings and 9 sculptures, to Russian nation, which was later on declared as a museum. After spending whole afternoon in the museum, when we stepped out, it was already dark and it was raining also. This is our fourth and the last day in Moscow.
He's saying something.
We went to see the Bolshoi Theatre, which is very famous for its ballet and opera performances. As you can see that Kristina cannot stop herself also. When I was learning dance, I used to read a lot about this theatre. We used to watch their dance videos also. Unfortunately, this time it was closed because of summer vacation, so we were only able to shoot it from outside. We were really tired, so Kristina stayed at hostel, but because this was our last day, so I came on the river bank of Moscow, and this is the first time when I'm walking alone, so it is also quite interesting. It is enjoyable. This is Peter the Great statue, which is 98-meter high in the Moscow river. This panorama view was from Detsky rooftop.
Hello friends, so we are again on Moscow airport, and our Moscow journey has ended today. It was like 3 or 4 days stay in Moscow. Now today we are going to Samara. It's Kristina's home city. We will meet her parents also.